All right, welcome to Personal Plumbing. This is our offices coming in, and today we're going to talk about what we found on the ADU little job that I went and looked at this morning to discuss with the homeowner about his future plumbing needs to finish out his project. And let's talk about it. So we're here today on a small ADU that is an add-on, which is pretty popular here in Southern California. This is planned out to be a small little, maybe for family member. You can use this as a rental, but it is important that you hire the right contractor. I'm going through this one right now, and we're looking at on here, and I'll show you what we're looking at. So the layout is this. This is where the shower is going to be, and as we can see right now, there is no vent on the shower. This is where the toilet is going to be, and of course, poorly done drain line coming up through the slab, not measured correctly. You should be on your rough measurement on this one here. You should be somewhere around 13 inches, maybe 12 and a half, depending on what your finished wall is going to be, so that you have a good looking toilet install on these tiny little toilet spaces. This one measures at 14 and a half and not centered in the space. You can clearly see that there's a vent and a drain here, and this drain is in the wrong spot. This drain is actually supposed to be over here, where there's supposed to be a little stackable laundry for the client. As well as this is where the sink is supposed to be for a little small kitchenette. The kitchenette is supposed to go somewhere over in this location over here with this 1.5 inch drain. Just got back from the ADU walkthrough that I was just on with the previous video. Back here at the Personal Plumbing office, just to discuss what I found on this video. The contractor that was hired by this homeowner to do the plumbing for him was not a C36 California licensed plumber, but an excavator with a general contractor's license. His license allows him to put in the underfloor plumbing for this homeowner, not to do the actual rough in top out, but he can put in what we consider to be the underfloor portion of it, so that he can get the foundation work done and keep the project moving along. So California allows that. Now the issue with that is how knowledgeable that contractor is in the plumbing portion of it. So in this instance, this general contractor put his plumbing in applications in which will not work for the top out portion of the plumbing, as the plumbers in this industry will understand what I'm describing here. You homeowners just understand that this is a nightmare for this particular homeowner. This contractor put in what we call vents for future drains for the area in which the laundry was going to be, which is about 14 feet away from where the actual appliance is going to be installed later. So that drain is over by where the toilet is, and according to the contractor, he was going to wet vent about 14 feet through the homeowner's outside walls, through all of the framing, his trap arm, all the way over to this expected area for the auto washer. Now, there's lots of concerns that we plumbers know that that's not going to work. But as a homeowner, when this plumbing is done, you have no idea that what this contractor is doing is if he's doing it correctly or not. So it's important that you look at it's important to make sure that the work is being inspected not only by the city inspector, but by some trusted source of plumbing contractor with a C36 license. I can only tell you that what this homeowner is going to have to deal with at this point, it's going to be a solution that he's going to have to deal with probably the general contractor that installed the drains to begin with, as well as the city is going to have to get involved with this one, because in order for me to finish this project out, I've got an 1.5-inch drain ran to a kitchen area in which it needs a 2-inch drain underneath a already poured foundation. We've got a improperly ran shower drain over to the shower area, which has no vent, or assumed the vent was over by the toilet, which is about 8 feet away, which is also not to code. We've got a toilet that's not installed correctly, in which you've got a small ADU. This ADU is going to be a small toilet space, and when we install the toilet on finish, what we call installing the toilet's finished product, it wants to sit as close to the wall as possible in these small spaces and centered in the space so that it looks correct when it's done. This one here is not centered, nor is it installed to where it's going to be on the back side of the wall correctly, so that the toilet tank is, within the 1/2 inch off of the wall. This one is approximately going to sit about 2.5 inches off of a finished wall due to the way it was roughed in. I can't quite tell yet whether the vents were even done correctly on here. I'm looking at the rough end just from above a finished slab, and it just doesn't look right to me. So until I put my video camera inside there, I won't know, unless the homeowner can provide me with some pictures that was done prior to this rough in. This is the portion of doing this this type of work where you're doing the top out of a taking over a job from a contractor that improperly did the work to begin with. So again, for you homeowners out there, it's so important for you to know who you're hiring, and cheapest isn't always best. Paying for a guy like myself who's been in this industry a very long time, I know the codes, I know I can give you the best advice, I can give you the best solutions for making sure that your toilet's going to look correctly when it's installed, to make sure that your water heater is properly sized so that we have a solution for when the finished product is done. It's all about the finished product in this. If you're completing this project and at the end you don't have drains working, you've got smells happening, you don't have proper water feeding your shower for your mother who's moving into this area to have a nice shower for her. Again, it's all about the pre-planning, the understanding of the plans, making sure that you've communicated with the homeowner correctly, and you walk the project correctly. You know what the customer's needs are. And for you homeowners out there, it's important for you to know that you're working with a highly trusted and highly respected contractor in your area. I can't stress that enough. It's definitely not about the money. This poor homeowner is going to have to pay the money for that education now. So it's either going to be disputed with the general contractor that did the work to begin with, or the inspector is going to have to get back involved in this. So we'll find out later on. We'll make a part 2 on this so that people can see what this homeowner's outcome was and what our solutions were, and whether or not the homeowner, who I just gave a lot of really good advice to, is going to use us to finish this project for him. So stay tuned to that. I'll let you know. Again, this is all about trusting your contractor.